My name is Jarrett Brown, and today I'd like to talk about an incident that happened to me in Mexico this March 2012. I went down to Cuauhtemoc, Mexico for vacation, and while I was there I visited Creel, Chihuahua, which is kind of in the mountainous area. But one night when I was in Cuauhtemoc, I was sitting in my hotel watching TV. I was kind of bored, so I decided to go out and have a beer or two. And the bars that I found were all kind of rough. They were filled with a lot of young people. If I had to guess, I would say a lot of them were involved in drugs and prostitution and maybe gangs and things like that. But I traveled a lot in Mexico, so things like that don't scare me, and I kind of like to go anyway just to see what things are like there in general for people that live there. And so I went to this one dance hall. I can't remember the name of it, and I ordered a caguama, which is like a 40-ounce beer of Carta Blanca, which is like a beer that they drink a lot in Chihuahua. And so I bought my Carta Blanca, and I went to the side wall, and I sat down at a table by myself. There wasn't anybody around me. There was a lot of people at other tables. The place wasn't full, but there were still a lot of people inside. There were a lot of people dancing, and the music was really loud. But I was kind of off in the corner by myself, and it was dark. And a few times, different guys came up to me, and they asked me questions like, "Who are you? Where are you from?" And some people asked me if I would buy them beer or give them money and stuff like that, because I guess they figured out that I was American, and they thought maybe that I had a lot of money. And so every time I just told them that I didn't want to give them money or buy them beer, and they just ended up leaving me alone. But then when I was about halfway through my beer, I was just sitting there, and then, out of nowhere, I guess out of the bathroom or something, this girl came, and she just kind of like jumped on my lap. She sat down and wrapped her arms around my shoulders, or around my neck, and she started talking to me. She's like, "Hey, my name's Alejandra. What's your name?" And I told her my name, and I was like, she said, "Nice to meet you." And I was like, "Well, it's nice to meet you too, but why are you sitting on my lap?" And she said, "Oh, because I want you to buy me a beer." And I said, "Oh, I don't think I'll buy you a beer because I'm actually fixing to leave right now. I'm going to finish my beer, and I'm gonna go back to my hotel." She said, "Oh, do you have a truck? I can go back to your hotel with you." And I was like, "Oh no, I'm not looking for anything like that tonight. I'm just going to go back and go to sleep." And she's like, "Okay, well, you should still buy me a beer." And I said, "Well, actually, I just don't want to, if you would, please stand up and, get off my lap." And she started putting her hands, like, in my pockets, and my hands were kind of at my side, and at one time I had one hand on my beer, but I didn't want to grab her hands because there was a lot of people in there, and if they thought I was getting aggressive with that girl, I might have a problem, especially if that girl knew a lot of those people. And so she kept putting her hands in my pocket, and eventually I decided that I was going to have to protect myself and protect my pockets. So I kind of put my hands over my pockets, and she was trying to push her fingers under my hands to get to my wallet. And I said, "What are you doing? Like, take your hands off of me." And she said, "If you touch me, you're fucked." And I kept telling her, "Hey, you need to get off. You need to get off." And she wouldn't do it. And so I was trying to decide like what I should do. If I should just like pick her up and toss her off and risk getting in a brawl, getting stabbed or like hit by somebody, or having the police come and me getting arrested for pushing this woman, or if I should just let her do what she's trying to do, and then I should tell the police. But I decided that would be a good option because it would be my word against hers, and she's Mexican and they're Mexican, and she might already know those cops, or this might be something that she always does, like an extortion. So finally I just decided to yell at the top of my lungs. So I was like, "Hey!" And like some people in the bar looked at me. I know everybody heard me. I felt like everybody was looking at me, but of course I couldn't see everybody. And so after I did that, like, she looked at me like she was really pissed, but she got off me, and she stood up and just kind of hit me on the head, and she called me pendejo, which means like stupid. But I think I saved myself a lot of trouble by doing that, because I know she was going to try to extort me, especially if I would have grabbed her or hurt her or pushed her off of me. And if she got hold of my wallet, I would have a lot of problems, because like I had my passport right there, my ID, all my money, social security card, everything like that. And so from all the times that I've been to bars in Mexico, which is a lot of times, to all the rough places I've been to, I've learned that you just have to respond quickly. You have to think on your feet, and you have to consider all your options and all the consequences of your actions in Mexico, because like if you come into contact with someone that has bad intentions, they already have a plan about what they're going to do and how they can screw you over, and how they can keep themselves out of trouble. And so you have to think faster than them. And luckily on this occasion I was able to do that, and I kept myself from getting hurt and from getting my money stolen. But if you would, please check out